Alright, Rangor, into game 2.
So Patrick's actually already at 6 because of the feed problems we had on the day. He's just taken a mulligan, right?
Oh, I see, yep.
Yep, there he goes down to 6. Okay, he's decided to keep.
And we've got 2 forests. Sword of Feast and Famine.
Mulch, maybe? Trader Instincts? I can't quite get an angle on what green card that is. It's interesting, he's brought in the Swords of Feast and Famine.
Yeah.
Now, Prads doesn't have a lot of creatures that would even block that, I don't think. But I think Patrick must be thinking that he needs to race.
Yeah, looking at his sideboard, what he brought in, the 3 swords, possibly, what else?
He's got to have brought in Jintaxis.
You'd think so.
That allows him to play in the end of Prads' turn. So if Prads is going to try and counter it, he has to tap out in his own turn. So he will have definitely brought that in. If I just flick back to Prads' list. See, Prads doesn't have any creatures at all that are affected by the Swords of Feast and Famine.
Right.
Not even any sideboard. So it's definitely to race.
Yeah, you can see here both players just laying land. So what do we think about Prad's sideboard options here? We think he's brought in a surgical extraction from the board?
Oh, he's definitely brought in the surgical extraction. Hitting that in the bin gives him total advantage. He's Patrick Kim doesn't have a lot of, if any, he doesn't actually seem to have an out to Sphinx. His only really hope here for the Sphinx is to block it.
Right, and so here we see Patrick's game plan perhaps developing a little. Leads off with Lingering Souls. Do you think maybe his strategy... Oh, here we go. Prads has surgically extracted the Lingering Souls. So let's see what Patrick's got in hand here.
Now that move itself is extremely relevant. If Patrick was hoping to race with Lingering Souls and Swords, he's now only got 2 tokens.
Yeah.
And lost all his cards.
Yeah, and that's where I was going. I thought that maybe might have been his sub-strategy. So we've got an Inferno Titan.
Double Forest, Inferno and Sword. So the Inferno... Oh, he's going to even have trouble casting the Inferno without a lucky top deck. And now he just basically has to race with 2 tokens and a sword. I think as Prads goes through his deck here, I bet Prads is thinking, what a lucky move. Like, this is probably one of the best things he could have surgically extracted right then and there. This is back, shuffle cut. Now, from Prads' side in this matchup, Prads just wants to slow the game down to a point where he doesn't die early. And then just overwhelm him in card advantage.
Yeah, so the next logical play for Patrick is what? Play the swords, perhaps?
Yeah,
Forest
he really has to hope that he can just get the swords across before Prads can drop anything relevant. The issue is a Khan drop's going to remove that.
Here we go, Pilgrim.
Yeah, you can open it up. Yeah, it's all good.
It pushes in for 2, lays the Pilgrim, no sword. So, I guess he'll play and equip next turn, perhaps.
Well, Prads is open, so he doesn't want to walk the sword into a leak. Says Doomblade on the Mana Accelerator.
Yeah.
Sounds like you don't want me to get out of my league range, Prads.
Go reading into it, man.
Next level thinker.
That's the reason why we made the final.
So you're comfortable with yes, in my league range.
Oh, plays the Talisman and passes turn. Nice.
Again, still open with the leak, and taking out that Mana Accelerator means it's even harder for Patrick to get past a Mana Leak now.
Now let's see how he responds. Tracker's instinct, perhaps?
Yeah, I think it is. Grab a dude and bin the rest.
Just deserves.
No creatures.
If you don't mind, I'm going to be such a tilt after this game. I'm just kidding.
Cards? Two?
Two cards.
What's Brad's got?
Here we go.
Oh, your singleton
It's
Sphinx.
Sphinx. Oh.
Three?
See, to just continuously land the Sphinx allows Prads to play this game, where he just now gets to attempt to overwhelm Patrick in card advantage.
Yeah.
Now he's tapped out, I think we're probably going to see sword.
You did it really quickly. Sneaky ones. Yeah, you got a sword.
Yep, here it comes.
No mana leak. Sure. And even a quick.
Unfortunately, the token can't quite get past the Sphinx at this stage.
He equips up anyway.
Oh my god, Sphinx can
He's got to ship the turn. It's a really uncomfortable position for Patrick.
Yeah, let's look at that mana base there. It's not really helping him get into Inferno Titan.
Flashback effect.
When I noted his mana base earlier, it was he's got to hit that red to even put an Inferno Titan down.
I'm just trying to think of possible answers that Patrick could have here.
No.
Well, if he's drawn the red and he can get a red into play straight, he can swing the token into the Sphinx and Prads blocks
Yep.
and resolves an Inferno Titan.
Yep.
But Prads is open, meaning that he's risking his token as well as his Inferno if that's the case.
Mm.
It looks like he's just gone for double sword.
Prads says no. Not this time.
Yeah, it's not a leak.
It's doing so bad right now.
And you got an Inferno.
Prads' hand is just overwhelming at this stage. He's already drawn way too much. It's like he's playing his own fishbowl game of Magic here in the corner. Like, any time Patrick
Oh, look
attempts
at
to do
that.
something relevant,
Look at that. Forbidden Alchemy at end of turn into Gideon. Plus 3 others.
It's pretty good looking.
he's just got to ship the others and take the Gideon, right?
Yeah, you'd think so.
That's the only creature that this deck can't do.
Has he already dropped the cards, or is he still considering?
No, he's still thinking about the 4.
I didn't quite catch what the others were.
Oh, there's a Glacial Fortress.
It's 4 cards.
Come on, Prads.
Hardly mana, that's all.
Oh. Go. Hand must be so good. Taking volition rates.
Now, if he took the Gideon, now's the good time to play it, isn't it?
Of course. I'm pretty sure it is the Gideon that he's taken. I can't see the Gideon in the bin from this angle.
You want to force those tokens to swing in.
Block the one with the sword,
Yeah.
take one.
Yeah.
You know no more tokens are
Yeah,
coming at
there
this
we go.
stage.
There we go.
Big Daddy says attack me with everything you've got and I'll kill your sword dude.
Prads still getting card advantage off the Sphinx. Not that he needs it. There we go.
Sphinx will block. Prads will take one. Effectively fogged by that talisman again.
Actually, Gideon took one.
Of course he did, yeah. Hooks up the next token. Ship's turn. At this stage, Patrick's really got to be weighing up whether he can even resolve anything relevant to get out of this hole.
Yeah.
His options are so small, and he really has to bait Prads into a trick to even do it now.
There we go, forcing him to attack Gideon next turn.
Everyone's deserted you.
Yeah. I'd have deserted myself.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm such a good sport for the camera. He says to the camera.
Another talisman.
Talisman.
Come back from this.
The talisman took a little while to cotton on in top level play, but it's just overwhelming in control decks now. It provides the needed mana ramp, takes away the small life total that you lose early in the game,
Yeah.
just stabilises you. Normally without a talisman you would see Prads slowly dipping down while Patrick would be hoping for a swing, but that talisman just is incredible.
Yeah. So there we saw Patrick forced to attack Gideon with his token. He goes for the Faithful Seeding. Now we saw this in game 1. We gave Prads 4 for 2.
I mean, in game 1 I was full blown against it. I thought it was probably the wrong move. At this stage he's in so much trouble that he really has to dig for any hope to get out of it.
Yeah.
Even though he's giving Prads 4 now, without looking he's stuffed, with looking he's in big trouble. So
Yeah. I mean, I saw Prads just draw Dissipate, Day of Judgment. I mean, what's that, 2 mana leaks in hand as well? Prads is all over this.
he's choosing what lives and dies.
Absolutely.
You're terrible.
He says no to the budgie. Is that his hand? It looks like he's picked his deck up and begun playing with it, doesn't it?
He's got more cards in hand than a regular bag of caramel popcorn, I'm telling you.
But I bet his deck isn't quite as tasty as that caramel popcorn.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. So hard for these pictures. I know how you feel. Sure.
Surely at this stage Patrick's got to realise he's done for. I'm sure he's considering.
Oh, Snapcaster, what is he going to choose here?
Surgical extraction.
Targeting Tracker's Instinct. Just to ensure that Pat cannot go looking for anything else.
And Pat's done it. He's over.
Yeah,
that's it for
that's
him.
it.
And Prads is through with the win.